Hey besties, and thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I hope everyone is having such a great day, and if you're not, I do hope it gets better. It's so funny because I just recorded this like before the video you're seeing now, and I thought I was talking to you guys for like 5 minutes, but I wasn't, so now we're here. So in today's video, we are going to be talking all about my Sephora VIB sale recommendations. I love the Sephora sale so much. I always look forward to it. If you guys don't know what the sale is, basically it's the holiday savings event that they do 2 times a year, and depending on what tier level you are, you guys know there's Insider, VIB, and Rouge. Depending on what tier, you get a different percentage off. So I just quickly want to go through all of those percentages and also the dates that the VIB sale will occur on. And if one of you guys is not Rouge, but you guys want to be able to shop the Rouge sale, like shop earlier and get that 20% off, just let me know in the comment section, and the first person to let me know, I'll send you a link to get the 20% off. It's like this new thing that they're doing this year, and yeah, if you guys want to be invited and be able to shop 20% off, the first person to let me know they want that, I will Instagram you and send you that link. So if you're Rouge, you get 20% off, and that's going to start on the 28th. If you're VIB, you get 15% off, and that starts on November 1st. And if you are an insider, then you get 10% off, and that's going to start on the 3rd for you. But once again, if you want to start it earlier on the 28th, just let me know, send me a message, or comment down below your Instagram, and I will send you that link, whoever comments that first. I will say I tried to do like a good combination of like new and old products. I know a lot of people that I do watch, like they'll only do like the new products, but for me, I feel like I just want to do the recommendations I would recommend because I'm gravitating towards these products, new or old, every single day. So I hope you guys enjoy. I will probably do another video like this just with fragrance and skincare and hair care and all of that. But for this video, it's just going to be straight up makeup. So I hope you guys enjoy. Even though I just said we're only talking about makeup, I do have 2 skin prep products to talk about. The first one is a serum, and this is the Triple Peptide and Cactus Oasis serum. It claims to plump, hydrate, and firm the skin. The only thing I'm not too sure about is the firming, but I do see plumping and I do feel hydration, so much hydration when I use this product. As someone with really dry skin, a product like this to me is key. I have tried other serums this year. I've tried the Summer Fridays one and the Ordinary one. I also recommend the Ordinary one if you can get your hands on that one, but this one to me, if you have dry skin, you need to try this seriously. I feel like my makeup also looks better on the days that I do incorporate this. The only thing about it I don't love is the fact that when you do squirt it out, I don't even want to show you because I don't want to waste any product, but I'll just show you. It kind of, you see that? It like squirts crazy, so you have to like make sure you cup it, which is annoying with an expensive product like this. I will say I hope they do work that out, but I really love it. I also love the packaging, but more than anything, what's inside truly blows me away. The next product, I am not going to spend too much time talking about it. I'm not going to ramble on just because you guys have heard me talk about it so much on this channel. But the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This moisturizer is key before makeup. Oh my goodness. The makeup just melts into your skin so flawlessly and effortlessly anytime I use this beforehand. I love it so much. It is very thick and hydrating, and it has that citrusy smell to it. I have so many of these in my collection, y'all. I've actually finished one, which was so satisfying in a way. It's so expensive though, so I would recommend trying to get it on a sale like this for sure because it's an amazing product, worth every penny. But I would prefer to spend less pennies if you get me, so I feel like buying this on this sale is just the best way to go. Now moving on to primers, like I said earlier, I do have a really dry skin type, normal to dry, but especially in the winter time, I am very dry right now, so something like this that I might use in the summertime. This is the Tarte Timeless Primer, which I really do recommend this for, just certain spots of your face that you do find to be more textured. This will eviscerate great, that texture. Delete that texture. Bye-bye, that texture. This is amazing, okay? So I do recommend it, especially if you don't have skin as dry as mine. It will really, like, again, delete all the imperfections, if you want to call them that. But for me, I need something that does have that beautiful smoothing capability, but also is going to give me some nice hydration. And I feel like this product right here does that. This is the Hourglass Vanish Primer, and it has been my go-to this year, and I feel like it might have came out last year. Since it came out, let's just say that, okay? And I love this so much. It gives me the most smooth, airbrushed base, but at the same time it's not drying out my skin and making me feel heavy or anything like that, which I really do appreciate. It's not uncomfortable, you know, but it really gives me that fantastic base that I just can't get enough of. So for this, this is going to be my #1 primer that I would recommend. Again, this one is great, but if you have dry skin, try something like this because it kind of has more of like a gel kind of texture where it does have some hydration in it. You will feel it immediately. I love it so much. And if you have super dry skin and you want something that has a little bit more hydration, even a step further, but still does give you a beautiful smooth base, then I would recommend the Rare Beauty, what is this one called? Pore Diffusing Primer. This one again does give you a seamless base, but it's even more hydrating than the Vanish one. I do feel like the Vanish one though does give you a more flawless finish, but this one I still feel like gets the job done, and it just gives you such a nice healthy look to the skin as well, and you don't feel dried out. So either one of these are amazing. Again, this one is going to give you more of that flawless base, but this one is still going to give you a smooth finish just with more hydration. So I love both of these. And then on the complete opposite side of things, we have the Say Super Gel, which I think they categorize this as a highlighter, but I use it as a primer because I feel like when you put it underneath your makeup, you get the most glowy, dewy, delicious look, which I'm obsessed with. This one is in the shade Star Glow, and let me just show you how pretty this is. By the way, this is a mini size and it's lasted me a while. I use it very often, you guys. And this is just the look it does give my hand. So imagine it on your face, under your makeup. It's just like the prettiest thing ever. So I just have to recommend this as well. Next up is foundation. And you guys, I'm actually gonna do 3 skin tints and 3 foundations. I can't not do it this way. It's either like I'm going pretty medium to full coverage or I'm wearing a skin tint, so I'm gonna just start out with the skin tint. The first skin tint I have is a no-brainer to me. It is the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint, and I love this so much. I hope I don't sound redundant. This was in the last video and it will continue to be in videos because it has the most beautiful finish. It's very natural on the skin, which I think does set it apart from other skin tints, because a lot of skin tints I've seen anyway do have a very glowy, dewy finish, whereas this one is a lot more natural on the skin. It also, in my opinion, does have that blurring element to it as well, which I think is just the cherry on top, and it does have more coverage than your traditional skin tint. So I love this so much. I will always recommend it. I just feel like it wears so beautifully throughout the day as well. When I first tried it on, I was like, yeah, that's good, but once I saw how it looked by the end of the day, that's really what sold me with the product. So I love it. And if you don't already have this one, I would definitely recommend either getting it on this sale or waiting for their end of the year sale. The next product I have is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. This one has SPF 20 in it, which is amazing. I also really love the packaging. I feel like this product, I have used it so much. Anytime I went on vacation, this is the one I am reaching for, and it's so pretty. Similar to the Fenty Beauty, it does have more coverage in it than your traditional tinted moisturizer, but it has the most glowy, healthy look to the skin, which I am obsessed with, and it keeps me reaching for the product. And it's weird because even though it's really glowy, I don't feel like it emphasizes my texture in any way. If anything, I feel like it actually makes my texture look a little bit better, which keeps me gravitating towards the product, because a lot of times those glowier products can tend to, unfortunately, you know, emphasize all of those, you know, textures that you have on your face, which is fine, but this one just doesn't do that, and it makes me feel really confident about my skin. And the last skin tint I'm going to talk about is the Summer Friday Sheer Skin Tint. I do love this one. It is very sheer though, which is the only reason that I think if you can get it on a sale, it's best, because it's $50 or $42, I think, and you're getting 1 fluid ounce, but you guys, it's very, very sheer. So if you are wanting to build it up even a little bit, it's obviously you using more product, therefore running out of the product quicker. But it has squalene in here, it has hyaluronic acid, which I love. So to me, it feels so nice and hydrating on my dry skin. I love this for my no makeup days. I just think it's perfect, you guys. I can't say enough good things about it. It's just that price point, oh my goodness. So if you can get it on a sale, that is ideal. I will repurchase this once I do run out, but oh my goodness, I won't be 100% happy about it. I'll probably wait till a sale. But this is a fantastic product. It's so natural. It's just like your skin, but better. It does have that beautiful glow, but once it settles, it just, again, it's your skin, but better, and I love it so much. It's just that price point, oh my goodness, it gives me stress, the price point, with how little coverage you get. But for every day, I feel like this is perfect, especially if you do love that no makeup kind of clean girl look. Perfect. It's just $42. Lord. It was really hard for me to pick 3 foundations. I really wanted to do like 5 or 6 like last time, but I decided to pick my favorite natural foundation, my favorite matte foundation, and also my favorite luminous foundation. For my most natural finish, I decided to go with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This foundation does have a beautiful natural finish. I also feel like it's very radiant in certain areas of the skin when the light does reflect it, which I do enjoy so much. I feel like anytime I put this on my skin, no matter what, I have a good makeup day. It just makes your skin look flawless. One of my dogs is like down here like messing with the camera, so it's like moving around. I'm sorry. If I could only have one foundation at this moment, I guess it would have to be this one, because I am just so obsessed with it. So I love this very much. It is very much like a medium coverage foundation, but I really do love that, especially with one with like more of a natural finish. It's beautiful. I love everything about it, except something weird is going on with my pump. I don't know if I dropped it or what, but I saw another girl talk about it on TikTok. So I feel like, to be honest, like it's an ongoing issue with the packaging where it's like leaking out really bad, and I don't even want to travel with this foundation, but at the same time, I can't help but travel with it because I love it so much. So if you experience that, please let me know. I want to say the foundation's like $50, so for a $50 foundation, I'm gonna need it to do better, but the quality, amazing, beautiful. For matte foundation, I would have to go with my Forever Dior Transfer Proof 24-Hour Foundation. I love this one so much because I always say it on this channel, but I like for matte foundations to leave me matte but not flat. I don't want all the glow to get sucked out of my face, which a lot of matte foundations that I've tried do that personally, and they just dry you out and they feel heavy. This one is very lightweight. I also meant to say that about the NARS as well. Very lightweight on the skin. It almost feels undetectable, which I love, especially for, you know, foundations with good coverage, which these do both have. So I love this one so much. I love it when I want to go on an outing and I do not want my makeup to budge, or a date, because I don't want my makeup to transfer all over my girlfriend or just all over in general. I just love this one, and it's so reliable. I just can't get enough of it. And I think if you are looking for a new matte foundation, it's really kind of natural. I do have a review up on my channel on it. You should definitely check this one out. I've tried the Skin Glow as well, which I do love, but I just find that this one does wear way better and hold up more. It's like so reliable, it's crazy. And I feel like this one and the NARS one are so lightweight on the skin, it's unbelievable. And I'm gonna put this one in the radiant category. This is the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I have been obsessed with this. It makes your skin look flawless. It has the most beautiful luminosity to it. It feels good on the skin. Again, not too heavy. I have been in love with this foundation. It's so beautiful. Again, also very natural on the skin, so you could put it in either category, but I do find this one to be a little bit more, you know, glowy, which I do love. I love the packaging of it. I have done a wear test of this, I believe, on TikTok, and I really was impressed. It covers imperfections so beautifully as well. Very good coverage on this. And Miss Lady Gaga, I cannot wait for her to come out with more products, because so far with this relaunch or rebranding, it's been amazing. So this one I truly recommend as well. It is newer to me, so I haven't used it as much as the other two, but I am very impressed to the point where I felt comfortable to put it in this video already. For concealer, I always recommend these two, so I'm not going to stop now. This is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and I really love this one for spot concealing underneath my foundation. I just feel like it hits every time. If you guys have blemishes or anything like that that you do want to go ahead and cover up, I feel like this is perfect for that, or even sometimes for like carving the brows. And then I also love the, what is it called? Radiant Creamy Concealer from NARS. This one is also such a staple. I love it because you can go very natural with it, and it does give you that beautiful natural finish. Or if you want to as well, you can build it up to be like really full glam. So I love both of these so much. I can't do a video like this and not recommend the both of them, because who knows, maybe someone watching doesn't own these. I love them so much, and on a sale, perfect time. Now, this one is definitely more new to me. I just got the Kosas concealer about 2 months ago, was it? Maybe it was longer. Either way, I recently just got this, and I've fallen in love with this product. At first, I don't know why, for some reason I didn't think I would love it as much as I do, and that's not shade or anything, because there's a lot of things from the brand I've loved. It's just that, I don't know, for some reason, it just, some products that blow up aren't as good as people make them out to be, and I feel like this one is amazing. Very hydrating on my dry under eyes, has a beautiful glow to it, beautiful radiance. I just think if you do have dry under eyes or just dry skin in general, this is perfect. It blends out so beautifully, and it does have a nice medium coverage to it. It does lean a little yellow, that's my only critique, but at the end of the day, bright powder underneath, you're good to go. So I love this. I love this so much. Then another new concealer to me is the Item Beauty concealer. This is called the Air Hug concealer. First of all, I love the name of that. I think it's so freaking cute, and it's just so nice. Like when you put it on your under eyes, you're thinking of the name Air Hug, like the concealer's giving you a little hug, which I think is just really cute. You guys probably think I'm corny, whatever, but I really love that about it. I feel like this gives a beautiful natural finish. Again, very nice coverage, pretty medium coverage on this, but you can build it up. And for the price point, Item Beauty is so affordable, and there's not one thing I've tried yet that I've disliked. So good job, Addison. I'm sure she's not watching this, but Addison, if you are, I love it and I love you. So the third product, you guys have heard me talk about this as well, but it's because I love it so much, and I think this one is actually fairly new. This is the KVD Good Apple Concealer, and this one is different to the other ones I talked about. This one makes your under eyes look flawless. It makes your skin look flawless. Very airbrushed, just so good. I really wish they had like a foundation that was exactly like this. I know they have the KVD Good Apple, but I just don't feel like it's the same as this quality. It just airbrushes everything. Amazing. And I feel like it doesn't crease too bad either. I do go ahead and set it, but you don't necessarily need to with this one. I just do always prefer it, and I feel like if you're looking for that full glam, this is amazing. I love it so much. I feel like with this one though, like it gets so messy. I just cleaned it before this video because no way I was gonna let you guys see how dirty it was, but whenever you close it, man, I don't know, it just gets so messy, and that is really annoying. But other than that, this is a beautiful full glam product that just looks so effortless, flawless, amazing. Love it so much. Oh, and I would say the coverage on this is medium to full for sure. Very medium to full. It also does claim to be hydrating. I don't think it's hydrating, but I don't think it dries me out either, which is nice. Moving on to powder, I have two pressed powders, and I also have two loose powders. The pressed powders, my gosh, I have the Dior Powder No Powder. I just got this year, I want to say, and I have been obsessed with it for the past few months. It does have a little bit of color to it, so I only put this like on the face, not like the under eyes. I'm saying that like the under eyes aren't part of the face, but you get me. I don't put these on the under eyes, just everywhere else, and I just love how it makes my skin look. If I'm having a bad makeup day, if I feel like things are looking cakey or just not the best, I put this powder over top and it's like magic. It makes my skin look so beautiful, so flawless, and I'm obsessed with this powder. I will repurchase for sure. If I was out right now, I would repurchase for the sale, but I'm not, thankfully. But I do feel like maybe I will go through it quickly because I've been using it so often lately and I am kind of putting a dent in it. But let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this, because I'm obsessed with it, you guys, and I can't believe I didn't have it sooner. I've always been interested in it, but I just never really used finishing powders until like recently, probably like last year is when I started. But anyway, I love this so much. Then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Powder, which I am in love with, you guys. It is phenomenal. It feels so lightweight on your under eyes, and I feel like if you touch it in store, you'll understand. It is so smooth on the fingertips. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching are skipping this because you already have it, but if you know, you know. This is an amazing powder that's honestly undetectable on your skin, which I love about it. So this one, I might like this one even more. Well, I like them for different reasons. I love this one for the under eyes because I don't like it to feel too heavy under there all the time. So this one to me is perfect, and it really does give you that flawless finish. So this one, perfect. If you ask me to pick between the two, I just don't think I can, but they're both amazing. Love it so much. And then for loose powder, I don't have any loose powders that have came out recently that I've been loving, so I'm just gonna talk about the two I can't get enough of. And this is the Huda Beauty Pound Cake Powder. Y'all know I love this one so much for those full glams. I feel like this one really does snatch you up. It really will eliminate all texture. It will give you that beautiful matte blank canvas. It's very beautiful. The smell's a little intense though, so if you have an issue with that like scents, you won't like this at all. But if that doesn't bother you and you can get past it, it has a beautiful finish to it and everyone loves it, and it's for a really good reason, for those full coverage glams. Now for every day, I like something that does let some of my luminosity come through, and that's when I prefer something like the Rare Beauty Light Setting Powder. This one is in the shade Light and it has like a pinky tone to it, but you can't really see that on the under eyes or just on the face in general, which I do appreciate. I feel like both of these are beautiful. This one is definitely more comfortable, which is why I say I love it for every day. But when I want a full glam, I'm always going into the Huda Beauty, but both of these are lovely options and I just thought I would bring them up. Now I feel like for me the excitement is kind of coming around because we're talking about bronzers and then blushes. So let me quickly go through all of the cream bronzers that I have been loving. So the first one would have to be the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer, which one of you guys actually put me onto, and I have been obsessed ever since. The person that recommended it to me told me to get it in the shade Light Medium, and oh my goodness, I'm so glad that they did tell me that because I probably would have got the lighter shade and not been as satisfied. This is an amazing bronzer, you guys. It has like a balmy consistency, so it does give you a bit of glow, which I really love for every day, and it's so user friendly. I feel like it's a very forgiving product to where if you do add too much, you can blend it away very easily but still be left with the most beautiful, delicious, sun-kissed glow. I love it so much, you guys. You can clearly tell there is a big dent in it, which for me is rare. I usually don't run through or hit pan on bronzers, but I'm telling you guys, I think it's gonna happen really soon for me with this one, and that is a tell to you guys that I really truly do love this product because I don't think I have this big of a dent in any of my other products, and I just started using this one at the end of this year. And then you guys know that I love the Rare Beauty Cream Bronzer Stick so much. I have mine in the shades Happy Soul and also Power Boost. Power Boost is a lot warmer, so I ended up getting Happy Soul because you guys know I really do like a sculpted effect, and I feel like this one is just perfect. I love how easily they do blend out, but I will say if you're trying it for the first time and you feel like it's drying down too quickly, because it has that cream to powder finish, it does dry down pretty quick. So I like to go section by section if I am striping it on my face, or the best way I found is to put it on the back of my hand and apply it with a brush or a sponge, but evenly coating that so that you don't have that issue, because y'all, I have applied it to the whole face before and it was really hard to blend out. So not hard to blend out, it just took a little bit more elbow grease. So yeah. Then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sunkissed Glow Bronzer, and it is what it says it is. I feel like it looks beautiful on the skin, very sun-kissed like it says. I have the shade Fair, which has been sold out unfortunately for a minute now, and the texture is so interesting. It does feel like it does have that cream to powder formula, and I feel like that's why it also does last really long on the skin. And look at the color, you guys. I blended it out really quickly so you guys could see it all blended out. It's so beautiful and very natural. I feel like I like the color maybe of this one even more than the Rare Beauty, and even though it's very pricey, it's a very beautiful packaging first of all, which if you care about that you do, if you don't you don't, but I feel like you're getting a lot of product, and because it's not in a stick formula, or excuse me, a format, you can just dip your brush or your blender in there and it's a lot easier to use in my opinion. On to powder bronzers. If you have fair skin like me, I would really recommend the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade Fair, because this is one of the most forgiving bronzers that I own, and I just feel like the powders with Charlotte Tilbury, there's something magical about them. They really do feel almost like undetectable on the skin. They blend out so effortlessly and they look so beautiful and flawless on the skin. So the bronzer I feel like is a win for me. So big again. I feel like it's very pricey, but once again, a lot of product in here. I feel like it blends so effortlessly, and for that reason I have to recommend the powder bronzer as well. On the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzers, these are just like, I know every time I pick these up, my bronzer is gonna look amazing. It's gonna make me look sun-kissed. It's going to make me look so healthy. I love these so much. I feel like the undertones of them are just perfect. The shade Into Sun specifically, when I first tried it out, you guys, I'm really pale. I feel like especially in the winter, so I'm gonna get even lighter. And I think this Into Sun shade was the first one from Fenty Beauty where I felt confident, because a lot of bronzers at the time that this came out really made me feel like super orange and just not as confident, but this one is just like the perfect undertone for if you have fair skin. I love it so much. I also recommend the cream bronzer so much as well. I love it, love it, love it. So this is amazing to me. Great formula, great quality, love the packaging. Also, they have the Fenty Eye and Cheek palette, which is also amazing. You get like 5 bronzer shades, 2 highlighters, and that one is really pretty too. Another thing I've been obsessed with lately is the Patrick Ta Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. I love this so much. I feel like it has such a nice formula to it. Specifically, I do love the contour, I would say more than the powder bronzer. The powder bronzer is great. It's very buildable, it's forgiving, but I just really, really love the formula of the cream contour the most. It's just like I have other things like this in my collection, I feel, but this really does it for me. But this is really good quality too, don't get me wrong. So I love having both here. So if I want to do a good one and done, I can just go ahead and use this palette, contour, bronze, and everything is good. I love the formula of this and I seriously recommend any. Again, this one is in the shade She Statuesque, which does suit my skin tone as I am very light. Next up is cream blush, and you guys know I love my Rare Beauty blushes, so I don't even really need to speak about this for too long. Just know these are amazing, very pigmented. One of these will literally last you a lifetime. So amazing. They also do have minis available, and I know they have a few holiday sets going on, but these are always a good idea. Rare Beauty blush, always a good idea, always worth the coin. I love the shade Hope. Joy, Joy, and I also love the shade Happy. These are such beautiful tones. I also love Encourage. I just think they're so gorgeous. And again, you do not need a lot. I feel like for that reason though, some people do shy away from these. And by the way, these are the dewy formula. They have a dewy and a matte formula. I prefer the dewy formula. And then we have the Say blushes, which I do feel like if you are scared of the pigmentation in the Rare Beauty, but you still want that glow, the Say Beauty is a really great option because it doesn't have as much pigment as the Rare Beauty, but it gives you that really beautiful glowy finish that I am obsessed with. This is such a pretty shade too. It's called Rosy. Let me show you. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty color, you guys, and I just used it for the first time like 2 weeks ago and I was blown away by the glow, by the color. It's so perfect. I want more shades for sure. Then if you're not so into a really glowy dewy cheek, I have the LYS Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush. This is like my personal favorite. I love these blushes so much. They are so long lasting on the cheeks and they do have a subtle glow to them, like a little bit, you know, that's why they call it like satin matte. So it's not that it's super flat and boring, you know what I mean? It does give you a little bit of a glow, but you guys, definitely not like the Rare Beauty or the Say. It's so pretty though. I love the color Classy. I feel like it's so perfect for every day. And I also love the way a shade like this does mesh with my bronzer. I just think it looks so beautiful and delicious, and I eat this kind of shade up. I want more shades. I know that they also have like a set for holiday where they're doing 3 colors. I think it'll be $20 and they're all minis, and I really want to try that. So yeah, you guys, this one is perfect, so long lasting, and I love all the colors available, and I really love the packaging. Who else feels like LYS is low-key like really slept on? Because I do. Also, I didn't even mention it in this video. I will tag it below too, but the cream bronzer from LYS is one of the most like blendable formulas I have ever tried. Like more blendable than the Rare Beauty. It's perfect. I can't believe I didn't put it in this video. I think it's because I want to try like a more cool tone shade. The one I have is more like warm neutral, but it's perfect, and I should have mentioned it earlier, but that one slays. So good. Same thing with the Double Take cream and powder blush. I love this so much, and the shade She's Vibrant, it's so beautiful. I am obsessed with it. At first I thought this shade might be a little bit too punchy, you know, but I have really loved it. I remember the first time I used it, I was like, guys, does this look good on me? But I really love it. It looks so good on the cheeks, you guys. I love this one so much. The quality again is insane. I really do love it, so I had to mention this one. Now for powder blush, I do have 3 powder blushes. I have the Dior Rosy Glow, which you guys, I really want to get the orange one for this sale. It's so beautiful, like the coral, but this one in the shade Pink is the perfect cool tone blush. I really love this one specifically because I always feel like I never go overboard with it. The way that it's pressed or milled or whatever is just insane. It makes the powder just so nice and flawless on the skin, and it does have that little bit of luminosity to it, which I do enjoy on the high points of the cheek, and that makes it a little bit more special. Obviously this is so expensive, so I understand that, you know, there are dupes out there, but I just personally feel like based on the way it does apply to my cheeks, I feel like this is worth it to me. It's worth it to me. I understand if you guys think I'm crazy, but I really love this one, and I did fall into the hype. I love this one so much. Then much cheaper, we have the Sephora Collection blushes, which I also am obsessed with. They are very long lasting. They have so many beautiful colors, and they're just again so affordable. I really love this one right here in the shade Flirted Up, but this one is more of like an orange, which I think is also very beautiful, but this one I just gravitate towards so much. I want to say Ariel, the makeup artist, definitely put me onto this, and I have been using it non-stop. I just love them so much, and again, it's really nice to see makeup artists using like more affordable products. It just makes you feel good to find things that really do work for like a, you know, a cheaper price point. For highlight, I feel like the ones from House Labs are really amazing. They're called the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlights, and this one specifically Beauty is in the shade Rose Quartz, and this is the one I could definitely see myself repurchasing if I ran out of it, because I use it more as like a blush, like a glowy blush, and I think it looks so gorgeous on the skin, so glowy, so pretty. I just love the look it gives. I do feel like this one is also beautiful in the shade Sunstone, but nowhere as close as that one, and for $40 I need to really love it, so I feel like I will repurchase this in the future. This one I'm not 100% sure. It's just that I feel like for the highlights you do have to kind of build them up a little bit more than I would like to have to for $40. So for me, I think this as a blush just kills it every time. So low-key I'm kind of cheating to be able to like put in another blush, but either way, these are insane. I love them so much. Specifically though, the one I use as a blush is phenomenal, amazing. I love it. And then you guys, literally any highlight from Fenty Beauty will have you covered. I love this one right here. It's the Diamond Balm in the shade How Many Carats. I actually have it on my eyelids right now. So pretty, very like sparkly. It's not really like a highlight, like a metallic highlight. This is more of like a really beautiful sparkle glitter topper, and it's so amazing, incredible. If you're going out, if you're having pictures taken, videos, you're gonna look phenomenal with this freaking highlight. It's bomb. I always recommend it in every sale just because I feel like it's so special. And if you don't like this shade, I believe they have about 2 to 3 shades like other than this now. I really love the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlights, like the duos, because you can go really subtle on this side, or you can really like kick it up a notch on this side and make it really intense, which I just love having the option to do that. Maybe if you're traveling, this would be a really good highlight, because on days you want more subtle looks, you could use this, and then on days you really want more intensity, you could use that one. So I love this one. And if I didn't already say it, it's in the shade Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. This one is my personal favorite. And then you gotta give it up to the What a Brat highlight. This one, if you love pink, oh my goodness, you will love this highlight. You will get so much use out of this highlight. It just does things to me, y'all. I love it so much. I feel like this one is definitely more of like a highlight in my opinion than the House Labs. Again, I feel like the House Labs, that one I could use as a blush more than anything. This one, I guess I could use as a blush, but I just feel like it's a little bit more like, you know, shiny. So I would prefer it as a highlight, and that's how I've used it in the past. But it's so pretty, y'all. I just love it so much, and I think it's very unique. I'm trying to like figure out how long this video is already, because I just had to switch out my SD card because I ran out of storage. I hope it's not too long. I'm gonna try to wrap up the lips and the setting sprays really quickly, but at the same time, I just like to give you all the facts, you know? So let's go ahead and start with the lips. For lip liners, I cannot find my Pat McGrath lip liner or my Pat McGrath lipstick because I wanted to put it in this video. But I love the Natasha Denona in a close second. So beautiful. This one is in the shade Natasha, and I do feel like they last so long on the lips. I do want more shades, but none of the shades really do impress me as far as the tones as much as Natasha. So Natasha's my favorite, and I'm so happy to have it, but I do want to get like a darker shade eventually. Maybe I will for this sale. What do you think? I also love the new Rare Beauty lip liners. I also think these are very long lasting. I do find that these do rub off quicker than the Pat McGrath or than the Natasha, but when they do, I feel like it looks really nice and flattering compared to some other lip liners when you put them on and they start to come off and it just looks like a hot mess. This actually looks really flattering, and I have mine in the shade Wise, and I do have the matching lipstick, which I also really love. I also feel like you cannot go wrong with the Makeup by Mario lip liners. They have such amazing shades available. I utilize all 5 of mine, and I just feel like they're so creamy, beautiful, and they're also not too creamy to where you're slipping and sliding and just getting all over the place and it's hard to get a lip line, which is my pet peeve when it comes to lip liners. I love that you can sharpen these just as you can with most of the ones I'm talking about. And then I also love that you have this little brush right here, which I feel like every lip liner should have one of these instead of like the little sharpener they give you, which no one even knew about, or at least I didn't, and get tore up really easily if you're like being a little bit rough, which I tend to be sometimes. But it's really nice, and again, I feel like every lip liner should have it. So this to me, amazing. amazing. Moving on to lipsticks, I have to talk about the Huda Beauty Power Matte Lipstick, specifically in the shade Girls Trip. I just feel like this is the most beautiful pink lip. Let me show you the color. It's insanely beautiful. Anytime I'm like doing a pink lip, I'm either using my Pat McGrath Christie, which unfortunately I could not find for this video. Again, I will link that down below, but that is actually like my #1 favorite lipstick. But something like this, I would say, is like a close second. I really love the matte look to it. I love the feel on the lips. It's like that powder matte formula that just feels super nice and lightweight. I love a good powder matte, so this one to me is just amazing, and they have so many beautiful colors available. I feel like if you're looking for something that's very long lasting, and even when it does wear off, like kind of like the Rare Beauty, it just does it so elegantly and beautifully. I feel like the Pillow Talk lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury is your best bet, or just any lipsticks in this formula specifically. What are they called? Like Revolution lipsticks or something like that. I don't know. You guys probably know. I don't know. I will link it down below. But this one is in the shade Pillow Talk Medium, which is gorgeous. I feel like if you do want something lighter, Pillow Talk is definitely the best bet. I remember when I first bought this one, I thought it was Pillow Talk, and I put it on and I was like, maybe I'm just super pale because this looks really dark. I do really like Pillow Talk Medium though, but Pillow Talk, the original, is so pretty. A lot of people try to say that the Milani lipsticks, like the matte ones, are dupes. I do feel like in shade, of course, but as far as like how they wear throughout the day, this is way better, and it's so comfortable on the lips. This is even more comfortable. This is the Merit lipstick, and it's in the shade Slip. I'm not sure the exact name of it, but I will put that in the description below. But you guys, if you're looking for something that feels so lightweight on the skin, but also gives you a good bit of color, this is your girl. I love the Merit lipstick so much, and if I didn't already say it, this one is in the shade Slip, which looks like that. Of course, it has a little bit more of like, well, a lot more glow to it than say this one right here, the Pillow Talk Medium, but I really love that for every day. And I feel like, to be honest, when I put it on my lips, it feels like almost nothing is there, like very undetectable, which I feel like with makeup, like especially everyday makeup where you don't want too much, I feel like that's the goal, is for your makeup to feel like you're not wearing any, and this really does give me that vibe, and I love the packaging of it so much. I also have another color, but I can't remember the name, but I just love these, and I want them to come out with more colors too. And then if you're looking for another cream lipstick, I really love the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lipstick in the shade Amorosa. Honestly, any of the I Need a Nude lipsticks, I prefer this formula over the I Need a Rose one, to be honest. It just feels a little bit more creamier, and I feel like more comfortable on my lips. But yeah, this is beautiful. I love the color. You cannot go wrong here. Literally, y'all, any Fenty Beauty lip gloss is insanely beautiful. This ice one is fantastic for if you want to have that minty fresh kind of vibe going on your mouth. I love it. Very cooling and very interesting. The Fenty Beauty Original Gloss Bomb, of course, is so hydrating. It's honestly my favorite, and I feel like if you're looking for something that has a beautiful shimmer to it, this one is perfect. If you don't want shimmer, you really want opaque color, the cream one is an amazing formula as well, because it has a lot of color to it and it doesn't have any of that shimmer like in the gloss bombs. And the Heat one, I do enjoy it. I feel like it does give a tiny plump to the lips, but not much. So I feel like if you're buying it for the plump, maybe skip this one. But I personally bought this because of the shade, which is Lemon Lava. Y'all, I am losing my voice. That's how long I've been recording. I have no idea how long this video is gonna be. Y'all, I'm gonna need a tea after this. I also really love the Major Shine lip glosses from Patrick Ta. There's some beautiful shades in this line, and they feel incredible on the lips. Just a very smooth and comfortable formula, similar to the Hourglass Halo, which I also really like. I just feel like you cannot go wrong with either formulas. So pretty, so nice on the lips. It just doesn't feel gunky or anything like that. And again, look at the colors available. stunning. I love them so much, but they are a little bit pricey, a lot of it pricey, so I do prefer to buy them on a sale if possible. I am obsessed with the Major Volume Plumping Gloss. It's so pretty, you guys. I feel like the tint it gives the lips is insanely beautiful. Let me put a little bit over top what I have going on right now. It also has like this spicy smell to it. It almost smells like red hot gum, which I'm a fan of. So this is amazing to me. Look at that. Really juicy. I would recommend any of these juicy lip products. I love the Juicy Lip Plump from Tarte. I feel like this one is very opaque. It has a lot of color. It's very thick and it just has the most juicy finish on the lips. It's one of those where you do click the bottom and product comes out, but I just want to warn you that once you do that, you cannot put the product back in, so be careful with that. But once the product touches your lips, oh my goodness, you guys, it just melts in, you guys. It's so emollient, it's so creamy, and it just makes your lips look so luscious and juicy. And again, I just love that they do actually have colors to them. They have so many. I hope you guys check those out because those are bomb. I also feel like the Hourglass Phantom Gloss is gorgeous. I will say this one doesn't have as much color to it. It's not as opaque as the Tarte one, but it actually feels, in my opinion, a little bit more comfortable on the lips because it's a little thinner in consistency, which I feel like a lot of people will enjoy. So yeah, you guys, I have this one in the shade Mist. I don't see this shade, but I believe it's called Beige. And you guys, do not ask me which one is my favorite because I won't be able to tell you. I love them all. This one is the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow, which I am so in love with these. These ones actually have a really pretty shimmer to them, but they just came out with the shiny formula that I really want to get that has no shimmer. But these, again, are so emollient. They do have a good bit of color. I don't know if it's as much color as the Tarte one, but they're so pretty. They look so juicy and just delicious on the lips. That's my favorite word when I'm talking about products I want to eat. Delicious. I think this is fantastic, and they have so many shades. This one is in the shade Rose Glow, but I really love Bear Glow. Apricot Glow is like my favorite for every day. I feel like maybe Makeup by Mario has my favorite tones. And then you guys, I forgot to talk about the Makeup by Mario Cozy Lip Creams, but I'm obsessed with these. It's like a very moussey texture that really just fills in all your lip lines and it makes your lips look flawless. And I will say they do come off really easily when you do eat, but I feel like they're so worth it because they're very comfortable on the lips and they just make them look so beautiful and flawless. I can't believe I forgot to talk about these. My favorite colors are, I do like Rich Rose. I really love Nude Suede. Almost Bare is like my favorite pinky tone. There's a lot that I like, but I feel like if you are interested, you should definitely check out my video that I have swatching all the shades to make a decision on which shade you think is the prettiest, but I love them all. And then for mascara, I still love the Rare Beauty. I will link it down below because y'all know I just can't get enough of that one. But I've recently loved the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. It's really nice because if you cry like me, if you're a crybaby, it's great because you won't smudge too bad. And then also, like, when you do go at the end of the night to take your mascara off, it'll come out in like tubes, like really long pieces, which is really cool. That way it's not like getting everywhere. Oh my god, my least favorite thing when it comes to makeup is mascara because I really hate the way, even when you try to wipe it all off, it just never feels like it's fully gone until like the next morning when you do wash your face again. It's just crazy. I have been really enjoying it, and I think if you haven't tried a tubing mascara, this is a good one. Last but not least, we have setting sprays, and I'm gonna say the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray is a really great setting spray if you're thinking in terms of longevity. You do not want your makeup to budge. This one is going to be amazing. I will say if you are gonna use the product, I always recommend to put on a thick moisturizer underneath your makeup because it can dry your skin just a little bit if you do have really dry skin like me personally. So I really love this. I just do have to hydrate accordingly whenever I am going to use the product. It's definitely not one I use every single day, but when I do really full glam and I do not want it to budge at all, I will use this, and I always look good. I kind of was skeptical at first when I used it because I was like, yeah, right, but it really does help your makeup not budge, and I love that. I also recommend the Milk Hydro Makeup Spray. This one to me does a really good job at making your face look juicy, like very plump and hydrated. I love it for that. I know that I feel like it's supposed to more so like make your makeup last really well, which I mean, I can't confirm or deny, to be honest. I don't know that it makes my makeup look better. I can really tell with this that it makes it not transfer too bad, but this I really don't know about that. But I will tell you, it makes my face so juicy. And let me just do a little bit. And yeah, besties, I think that was everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave it a like, please comment, please subscribe, all the good things to let me know you enjoyed this video, because oh my goodness, I've probably been recording for 2 hours and I'll probably have to edit for like an hour and a half maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Comment down below your recommendations to me for the sale so maybe I can shop a few of yours. And I hope you guys again have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.